Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on MLB 20 the show. We're back here with Road to the Show with DeMarcus King, as we're back with him here on the channel. It's been quite some time since we've seen him here on the channel, but he is back, and along with his teammates, the Oakland A's, back in action here today as we're going to get into this quick two-game series against Seattle. Of course, then we'll get into that series there in the second half of this episode against the Chicago White Sox. But we're going to kick off first with the Seattle. As you see, Seattle's in last place in the division. And Seattle, 7.5 games back of us in the division, as we currently are first place. We have a 2.5 game lead over the Angels. Seattle's 15-18 for the season. And of course, we are trying to keep Seattle where they're at, and of course play some good baseball as we've been doing so far this season. Out of the last 10 games, the Mariners are 6-4 for this season. As for us, we're 8-2 in the last 10 games, so not too bad there. Of course, there's some familiar faces there with Seattle Mariners, and of course we'll try to see what we can do against them. It looks like Kelly is on fire right now. And of course, Barrow not doing so well. He looks like he's a little ice cold. But I believe we'll be facing off against Chad Bettis to start off this series. And of course, you got Marco Gonzalez. I think will be in game 2. I think those are the probable starters. If I'm corrected. If not, I do apologize. It's been a while since I've seen this footage here. But nonetheless, we're back here with Row the Show. And of course, it's always been fun to play this series, especially this particular one, as DeMarcus King has been doing a great job here in his career. If you guys follow the series from the very beginning, we started off as a outfielder for Toronto, and then got traded amongst a couple other teams. I think it was the Braves, Royals, Minnesota. I think there's been several teams we've been a part of, but finally we kind of made our home here in Oakland. And of course, we had that freak injury that gave us a concussion. We missed the last month and a half of the season, and we were 3 games out of first place where we could have been into the playoffs. But unfortunately, the injury happened when DeMarcus was actually on a roll, hitting very well with his bat and having that bat come alive. So this season, this is kind of his redemption season. He's kind of trying to get back here and trying to get his team into the playoffs here, as we're here at T-Mobile Park. And here in Seattle, and then of course this is a classic rivalry between these two squads. And we're going to try to see if DeMarcus can keep this thing going. Now, I did not know this going into this. Actually, I was really shocked and surprised about this, but we have a hitting streak going on right now, and that hitting streak is near 48 games. I shouldn't say that, but I don't want to jinx them, but at 48 games, this is the highest, 49 game hitting streak right now. This is the highest, really, I think I've had any of my Road to Show characters ever. So we'll see if he can continue. Of course, he's at 99 home runs, I believe, going into this game. Or 98, I think, excuse me. So he's about to hit his 100, getting close. He's 2 away from getting 100 home runs for his career as he flies out there to right center field. Go to the top of the third with runners on the corners here with 2 out. 0-2 count for DeMarcus as he hits this one there, and that goes right to the pitcher, and that's an unassisted one there as that retires the side. So so far here, Oakland leads it by 1 as we go now to the top of the 6th here, and of course DeMarcus King 0 for 2. He's ground out and flied out already, so that hitting streak is on the line right now, as they do have a 1-run lead. But of course DeMarcus like try to get a hit here and try to get this hitting streak back up and going here for himself. So that one's going to go up. It's going to go deep, and it's going to be gone. Home run there for DeMarcus King as he gets his 100th home run. So he was at number 99 before the game here, and now he has gotten 100. So he has now officially got 100 home runs now for his career as he hits his 25th of the season. And that's a solo shot there for the A's as they now lead this one 2-0. Here in the top of the 6th with 1 out. So fans are kind of quiet here, but at the same time kind of respecting him because that's a milestone. That's not too many. It's one of those milestones I think everybody looks forward to when they're in the major leagues. You want to hit that 100 home runs. You want to be a 40-40 guy. All those. Want to get 300 strikeouts and all those those numbers that we've kind of set, kind of unwritten kind of achievements that a lot of people strive for and kind of made as achievements in life. And when it comes to baseball, as we see, nice base hit there for DeMarcus here on the top of the 8th, as he will lead off there. Nice job getting on base there. And, of course, his hitting streak is going to still be alive, as now it's at, 50 games now. And, he slides there, and, he is going to be taken for an out. As they look like they said they got him there. We'll see the replay here, and, yeah, they got him there by a mile. As DeMarcus tried to slide away there for that time around, but his speed is not up there like what it should be. As we're trying to work on that. That's one of the things we're trying to work on right now this season. Try to get that speed up, as the second baseman helps his team out get the win here today in this one, and they win this one, a final score of 2-0. So great job there for DeMarcus King and his crew as they pick up another win here. Of course, he gets his hitting streak moved on now to 50 games, and of course hit his 25th home run, and of course hit his 100th home run for his career today. So nice day here for him, and of course he goes 2 for 4 in the ball game, an RBI, home run, and a run scored there for him. Not a bad day at the office there for the second baseman. Of course, the MVP of the team, and of course he could be also the MVP of the league right now if he keeps up the way he's been playing here as of late. So we go now to the final game of this 2-game set here at T-Mobile Park. As you see there, 23-10 for us, 15-19 for Seattle, as this is a classic AL West matchup here. And of course, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Seattle. It's not rainy and just pitiful like it normally is in Seattle. I don't mean that in a bad way. Seattle is definitely one of the cities I would love to go visit. It's definitely on my list of cities to go visit before I kick the old bucket there. But we'll go ahead and get to this one here. Top of the second here with 1 out and nobody on here. Oakland leads this one by 1. There you see the current standings right now, like we've already mentioned already, in the AL West. And, of course, Athletics there. And they have a nice lead over the Angels. Just a 3-game lead, but still a nice lead indeed. As we'll see, DeMarcus here swings this one here. This one's going to go out to left center field. This is going to go back. This should be in the ballpark there. It is right in front of the quick pitch sign there of MLB the network. That's a quick out, and that's going to end DeMarcus' day at that at bat. So he gets another chance here to do something here. As we'll see, it's still 1-0 here. 0-1 count here at the top of the 4th. DeMarcus looking to try to, again, extend that hitting streak here. Like I said, this is when I seen this and I was playing this, like I said, it's been a couple of months since we had DeMarcus here on the channel. I was kind of thinking, I don't remember where I left off at. I didn't even look at my notes. I would just start playing until I realized, I'm like, oh wow, and I seen that. I'm like 51 hitting, 51 game hitting streak. I'm like, oh shit, like what do I do? So yeah, we're gonna be playing this closely here. See top of the 4th here. We got bases loaded here. DeMarcus got the chance to bring home a run or two. And he's actually going to bring in 2 runs there on that base hit. So a 2 RBI base hit there for him. And makes the lead now 8-0 here. As we go now to the top of the 6th. We'll see what DeMarcus can do in this situation. As there's 1 on and 2 out here for DeMarcus. Still 8-0 here. As Oakland's really taking a commanding lead here. And gets a piece of this one here. Does he have enough to get this one over the wall? No. But it will hop over the wall. That will be a ground rule double. A run will come in to score, and Seattle decides to go ahead and change arms here as they're going to bring in a lefty, and it will be James Pazaz. 18 starts here for him, 1-0 for the season, as he is making his 19th start here. We'll see what he can do, or at least his 19th appearance, I should say. As we'll see a base hit here. Is this one going to... No! D. Gord is going to steal a run. Actually, a hit and a potential run. As he just dives out there, gets the catch, and ends the inning. 9-0 as we go to the bottom half of the 6th coming up here in Seattle. What a great hustle there from D. Gordon. So now we'll see Oakland back up to bat here with 2 on here at first and second. 2 out. DeMarcus King up to bat here. He is 3 for 4 here in today's game. Looking for a pitch there, and he's going to take that one. As he's going to take that one looking there. And, of course, you see the attendance there, 13,000. So not too many fans here supporting the local club here. Seattle, one of those teams that they just don't have. They have the talent. They just don't have the guys to help them get them over that hump. As, of course, they got other teams like Oakland and, of course, the Angels and the Astros there beating them up year in and year out. So it's one of those divisions that's really tough to try to do anything when you have everybody else is so competitive at the time. But there you see the final score in this one. We get the win. 9-0 is your final score. DeMarcus King, he goes 3 for 5 in the ball game with a double and 3 RBIs there and a run scored. And that, of course, continuing his hitting streak now to 51 games that he has now successfully hit in. He is now 5 away from tying Joe DiMaggio for that record. And then he's only, 6 away to break it. So we'll see if we can continue that here coming up as we get ready for the next series coming up. And that series is back home against the Chicago White Sox. So the Southsiders of Chi-Town are going to be in town here. As you see there, they're just 2 games back of the Cleveland Indians, at least in this version of this game. They're still the Indians. And as you see, 7-3 in the last 10 games. And, of course, they're on a 1-game winning streak. They are 15-20, and they're in 3rd place right now. And just, about a game and a half, maybe, behind the Twins. So, I mean, they're still in, and it's, like I said, the season's still early. Things can change real quick. You see Jose Abreu, of course, Jason Kipnis, Brian Anderson, and Tim Anderson. There's some of the veterans there for that club. And, of course, you see their bench there. And, of course, we'll take a look at their pitching here. And I'm not for sure who the starters are, but there you see I believe Carlos Rendon is going to be the starter in this first game. So it might be 1, 2, and 3 in this 3-game set. So we'll see what we can do here at home as we're back in the Bay Area for game number 1 of this series. But before that, take a look here. We're going to do some attribute boosting here, as we're going to look at some options here that we can increase our attributes here. And there we see we're going to try to get our stealing up. That's one of the things I kind of want to work on because I want him to be a base stealer. We're kind of looking at one of the things in this career I want to do, as long as I feel like playing this career, is try to break that season, this single season record, which is 130 stolen bases. Of course, that's I believe by Ricky Henderson, a longtime A. And of course, we like to see DeMarcus try to do that here. So DeMarcus trying to do a lot of things here in his career. And of course, we're trying to chase after Joe DiMaggio as we have a 51-game hitting streak on the line here again. Runners on 1st and 3rd with 1 out. And there you see a 0-2 count, or 2-0 count. Good job there. Runs this one there. And they do not get the runner there at the plate. Runner will come in to score, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be now 52 games successfully for DeMarcus King. So that's out of his worry now as we lead this one by 3 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Chopper up the middle there. Great stop there from the shortstop who makes the play and is able to get DeMarcus out there with now 2 away. So now we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. We'll see what DeMarcus can do with the runner on board with 2 out. Oakland leads this one by 2 runs here as DeMarcus King trying to see if he can drive this runner home with a flick of the wrist here. And pops this one up here high and deep out to left field. This one's going to stay in the ballpark as the Coliseum is going to hold that one in. And Rendon gets out of the inning. As we take a look here, fans are really celebrating there as we still have a nice lead here. Bottom of the 7th coming up next, as we see now it's a 7-4 game. So we got a 3-run lead here on them. Bases are empty. 2 out here for DeMarcus King. He has a 1-1 count coming up. And we'll see what he can do. And this pitch here is going to be a ground ball there to shortstop. Of course, that's going to be a routine play. no problem there for that shortstop to get to that one there, as he does turn around and get the out. Now, bottom of the ninth coming up here, still 7-4, as there's a runner on board and with one out. And we'll see DeMarcus King play. Well, we'll see some offense here, or some defense play here for him. As we see this ball here, great grounded there to the third baseman. Can they turn two? There's one. There's two. And that is your ball game. As DeMarcus King and the Oakland A's pick up the win and get a nice victory there for Nick. As there you see, we felt a challenge. Now, I did not know that. We had a challenge, apparently, in the series going into before the Seattle series. I must have said, and I should have went back and watched the previous video on that, because I probably mentioned about that, but I did not know we had to try to steal 3 bases in the next 3 series. So unfortunately, we don't get that challenge there met. I should have looked that up. Now I'm gonna have to start looking at that before I make challenges there. But yeah, we ended up getting the win there. So we get our 25th win of the season, and we're gonna keep rolling on here for game number 2 here. As again, another matchup here between the Chicago White Sox and the Oakland A's. As we go to the bottom of the first, we'll see what DeMarcus King can do with 2 runners on board and 1 out. And we'll see what he can do with his 1-0 count, as he is looking for a pitch here. Of course, get that hitting streak going here. He's going to drop that one to shallow center field with a center fielder. Oh, my goodness. Great play there. You just tap, look at him. Borowitz gets that catch there out in center field, and it still is a base hit from DeMarcus King. So now we'll go to the bottom of the third. Bases are empty, 2 out. DeMarcus, cracks this one there. Finds a nice little spot there. And this should be good enough for a double, maybe even a triple here. And that, of course, will extend his hitting streak there, as he gets a nice stand-up triple. Nice hustle there for him. Of course, that's what we're looking for, that speed, as we get now to 53 games. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, I was sweating bullets. There on a situation like this, because, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever, I've beaten the home run record here on the road to shows before. You guys see me do it. But the hitting streak is one of those ones that I get so close. I get to like 30 or 40 games, and then for whatever reason, my brain goes stupid. I'm like, well, what the hell? What did I do? What did I do? So this is like really intense for me right now. As we see DeMarcus King go down the third base line, and they get a nice catch there, a nice throw there to get the runner out, and that will retire the side. So DeMarcus is technically stranded there on the bag. And after 3, it's 1-0 here in Oakland. A's taking a lead as we go now to the 5th inning here. We lead it down 2-0 here. As we'll see DeMarcus King up to bat here. Of course, I already had that triple earlier, and of course left stranded there in the third, as we'll see what he can do here with 2 outs and nobody on board. And that one's going to go right up the elevator shaft. Easy play there for the catcher, as DeMarcus goes after the first pitch there. And he knows better. Should not be going after that first pitch. that's a gimme to the pitcher there. As it's 2-0 here after 5 here in Oakland. Now moving on in this ball game as we go now to the 7th inning, and DeMarcus King going to be up to bat here with 1 out and 1 on. DeMarcus A's lead this one 3-0. DeMarcus looking for a pitch there. He's going to crank this one out to left field. That one's going to go off the left field wall, bounce around. This should be good enough for a double, and that's exactly what he does. So he gets the runner, him and the runner in scoring position now. This is 12th double of the season. And that's just a great crack. Look, you just hear the crack of the bat right there. Oh my goodness, that's just a great sound you want to hear coming from a power hitter like this young man is. So he does a great job there getting on board. They extend the lead now. It's now 7-1. White Sox finally do score a run. So now 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 count here for DeMarcus King looking for a pitch. He see this one right where he wants it, but unfortunately gets under it. And that one is going to be a foul ball. And an easy play there for the third baseman as they retire this one here. And the Oakland A's pick up another victory here, winning game number 2 of this series. have a final score of 7-1. So nice win here, as they have now on a 4-game winning streak here. Stepping back from that previous series there with Seattle. Wow, the guys are really looking good right now. So it's 4 games in a row they have won now. Looking for game number 5, and of course, DeMarcus King looking for his looking for a chance to get that hitting streak extended now for himself, and get a little more closer now to history with Joe DiMaggio. So now we'll go to the final game of the series here, game number 4, as we see what we can do. Excuse me, not game number 4. This is jeez, this is game number 3. Should say, put the wrong graphic there. Anyway, I have to fix after post here. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead. And this is actually technically game number 3. So, game 3, we'll get to the final game here. We'll start to see if we can come out here with a nice sweep. And we'll see if DeMarcus and the A's can try to bounce back here. They're down by 2 runs here in the bottom of the first. As we see him, got a running and scoring position here. And, of course, we have a challenge here. So, we'll try to see if we can execute this challenge and try to get try to move these runners. I believe we have to move these runners and advance these runners up 90 feet. As DeMarcus gets a base hit there, run will not come in to score, and we do complete the challenge. So we do get the dynamic challenge there. Do move the runners around, advance the runners there, and there you see 54-game hitting streak there, just 2 away now from tying with Joe DiMaggio for the most hits in a season. So, bottom of the third now here. We're down by 2, as we'll see DeMarcus King up to bat here. And, oh, you know, when he gets that pose right there, you know he got all that one there. That is gone. Home run there for DeMarcus King. Home run number 26 for him. That's a 2-run shot. That puts us back in this ball game. As it looks a little foggy here in the Bay Area here. As the fans are like what they loving this, what they are seeing from DeMarcus King and what he has done so far here this season. As Bogarts is going to meet him up there, and like I said, that's a 2-run shot there. Ties this one up now. As the look at that swing there, just he knows he had all of that. He knew he had all that. He said, "Oh, that's the pitch I need right there to crank this one right out of the ballpark, opposite field at that." So now bottom of the 6th here. Nobody on and nobody out, as DeMarcus King now rips this one there to the second baseman. Second baseman almost lose track of that one, but gathers his his skills there, and is able to get him out there at first. So DeMarcus King and the Oakland A's are down by 2 now. It was 4-3. Now it's 5-3. Bottom of the 8th, or excuse me, top of the 8th here. Excuse me, as there are. 1 out and 1 on, as DeMarcus King going to try to turn this double play here. Can they turn the double play? Yes, they do. Nice job, as they do a good job there hustling there, turning that double play, and they get themselves out of the inning. Try to get them back on the back in the dugout there to try to get those bats rolling here, as they're down by 2 runs here as they go to the bottom of the 8th now. So bottom of the 8th here, down by 2. Have a runner on first, and the runner on first is going to be safe. Thank goodness. Okay, quit playing with the pitcher. Quit telling him he has a big butt and all the other stuff. With 2 out now here, pitcher looking over at first. Now makes the pitch, and it gets DeMarcus King to swing on that one. DeMarcus King misses that one, so now it's going to be 1-1. So now 2 out. Runner on first still. Runner on first goes over, throws over, and oh, the runner on first throws that one, but does not get too far away there. And the runner on first is going to get tagged out at second. You tried there, buddy. Bogarts, but unfortunately, you got thrown out there. Thought the ball was thrown a lot more further away, but apparently it was not. And the first baseman made a nice hustle over there to get to it and get to make the play at first. Bottom of the 9th here, DeMarcus King flies this one out there, and that one is going to get third baseman over pursues it, and DeMarcus King now going to go here, and he's going to tag there at third, but no, he's going to be safe. Nice triple as he's trying to get his ball club, trying to get some electricity back into this club here now, as they're down by 5 runs here right now. It's 8-3 here, so it doesn't look like we're going to get this this sweep here against the White Sox here, but nonetheless, we'll win the series. We'll see what we can do as DeMarcus King's on third base. 2-1 count here for Carlos, as Carlos is going to hit this one out there. That's going to go and fall down at their deep left center field. DeMarcus is going to come in to score. Cuts the lead down in half to 4. As it's now 8-4 here at the ballpark. But I think we're going to need a lot more of this. We don't have no outs right now. And, of course, we could bat around here for DeMarcus King to do something crazy, like win the ball game off of a walk-off. But that's asking a lot here. Unfortunately, that is not going to be the case here, as the White Sox do pick up the victory here. So they avoid the sweep in this one. We will lose this one 8-4 here at home, as DeMarcus King hit his 26th home run of the season. And, of course, that's career home run 101 for him. But 3 for 4 in the ball game there for him. Of course, triple, 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored for him. And again, having a great season, having a true MVP-like season here. As we take a look here, and oh, look at this. We got another divisional game coming up. It's going to be against Shohei Ohtani, and we'll see him in action in that 4-game series there against the Angels coming up there. Angels right now 22-13. We're 26-11. So this is going to be a good matchup. 1 versus 2 in the division. And of course, we'll see who's going to have the better luck here in this matchup. So DeMarcus knows this series is going to be very important for us, very crucial for us to win, and we'll see what we can do coming up in the next episode. So stay tuned for episode 108, guys. It's coming up very soon here on the channel. And don't forget to, if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button. That really does help me out greatly, a lot. Help support the channel that way. Not to mention, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. You guys can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. The links are down below in the description. Also, check us out. We do have another Row the Show series on the second channel on ESGNet LP. It's our Alex Humberto series. Go check that out. It's a lot of fun. And, of course, check out all our other Row the Show series. The links to those series and those playlists should be down below in the description. And that's a great way, another way, just to help support the channel. So, again, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Road to the Show here on ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves really healthy, and I will see you all next time.